Welcome to the You Two Scare Me podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Felice.
And I'm Andy, and we're coming to you from Key West, Florida. We've been getting so much support and interest from people in the community. It's something that's so awesome and wonderful from this small town. So many people have been kind. They've been giving compliments, although I'm not sure if people would really say not so kind things to us.
I don't know. I kind of hope not.
I know.
Send an anonymous letter.
Or don't put it in the rating. Tell your friend that you don't like that much. Your frenemy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what my reaction would be. I'd be like, oh, that's interesting.
That's interesting.
So people have also been asking about, do you guys have any stickers? Do you have any merch? So we are wearing our sweet You Two Scare Me podcast shirts. Thanks, Felice.
You're welcome. So we have merch on our website, you2scaremepodcast.com. And we have shirts and stickers and notebooks and coffee cups. So I don't know.
And they're amazing.
They're really cute. I think they're so cute.
Oh, I wanted to read you this. I didn't read it to you earlier because I wanted it to be a surprise. Oh my gosh. One of my spooky friends from when I lived near DC texted me this morning. She said, I've listened to both episodes. You two are so natural. Does not feel like a new set of podcasters. Bravo. And I shared it with a couple ghosty friends from grad school, and they loved that the ghosts have eyelashes on the podcast art.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, so cute.
I'm so glad.
Thanks for that compliment, Leah.
Yeah,
Love
thank you.
Miss you.
We have not been podcasting for very long, but we have been riffing with each other for a really long time.
And we just feed off of each other. I mean, we think we're funny.
Right.
Hopefully you do too.
Okay.
Anyways, speaking of awesome.
Yes. This week. So obviously you're getting getting information that's delayed from natural time. But in our world right now, it is the Key West Songwriters Festival here in Key West.
Cool.
And it's super cool. So I actually just came from downtown right before I came here. And songwriters from all over the country come to Key West and play in venues all over town. They play in the bars and the hotels, by the pools, in the guest houses. You know, we have a lot of like B&Bs and that have little pools. And so, you know, it'll be somebody with their guitar. And these are the people who have written famous songs for famous people. And it's so awesome because when they do their shows here, we get to hear backstory of these songs. So it's really super cool.
It's awesome. And also you're in a much more intimate venue. And then I always love the backstory behind things. I think it's interesting to see, you know, what inspired this or what is the song actually about, despite what people say it's about.
Right. Absolutely. One guy was saying, he was, you know, starting his song and he was like, this is a love story that I wrote one time. He probably couldn't even remember his backstory. Also, it's been a long week for some of these people.
Oh, I feel that long week.
Right. Oh my gosh. So in case you don't know us, we are two friends who just love scary stuff. We are crazy like that.
We absolutely have a healthy respect for the unseen forces around us, though. And we hope that when we tell you these stories, they maybe make you look over your shoulder. Maybe you get a little shiver down your spine. I always get goosebumps. That's my thing all the time.
I do too, yeah.
And maybe you start questioning going into dark rooms alone. Oh, well, hopefully laughing along with us.
The tales are pretty much true or as true as any ghost story you may come across.
We dive into a range of unexplained topics like spirits, ghosts, and ghouls, many of which are local to Key West.
In the You Two Scare Me podcast, we trade off telling stories to each other so that we both get to feel a little chill up our spine along with our audience.
Yeah. Dive into the shadows with us as we bring you haunting tales in this episode of the You Two Scare Me podcast.
Shall we dive in? So today we are taking a stroll down Duval Street into the heart of one of Key West's most iconic and haunted landmarks, La Concha Hotel.
Oh.
Yes, I've been dying to tell you this.
I can't wait.
Okay, so just steps away from Hemingway's house, the historic aquarium, and the chaotic energy of the live music on Duval Street sits a place where time seems frozen. Duval Street in Key West is a stretch of color, culture, and cocktails.
Oh, that's what you're going to call it?
Yeah, it's true.
It gets a little wild down there.
It can be a little seedy, a little crazy, a little wild too.
But super fun.
Yes, at any given moment, you'll find tourists on bikes, musicians playing live music in outdoor bars, and street vendors selling paintings and jewelry. You may also see someone taking a nap in the bushes.
They call it the vortex.
The vortex.
There's even a Facebook page devoted to.
Oh,
my God. Okay, so
this just in.
We just got terrified by Felice's husband and a few of our friends who decided to barge into our recording session unannounced. And
I thought we were getting murdered.
And we both almost peed our pants, literally. So we're all
Okay.
just going to recenter and reconnect and imagine ourselves back on Duval Street.
Yes, in the vortex. So tell us about the vortex, Andy.
So the vortex is what people around here say happens to you when you're, in Key West on Duval Street in the sunshine, enjoying many a cocktail or adult beverage, and then your legs all of a sudden don't work.
The vortex just pulls you down
right in, and you can't get back up.
So on this, there's a Facebook page devoted to the vortex, and it's just people taking naps everywhere, right in the middle of civilization.
There was somebody on the stairs at CVS.
Oh yeah, usually by Wendy's, there's somebody.
He made it so close, just as French fries steps away.
Yes. Okay.
Whew.
Okay.
So back to La Concha.
So Duval Street is where history and hauntings meet. And nowhere is that feeling stronger than at one of Key West's most renowned landmarks, La Concha Hotel. Built in 1926, La Concha was a vision of elegance. 6 stories tall, still the tallest building in Key West. It was a marvel of its time. It was one of the first hotels on the island with an elevator.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It had private bathhouses and a rooftop bar with sweeping views of the sea. Unfortunately, this beautiful building was to be plagued with tragedy over the next several years. Let's turn back the clock.
Oh.
In the late 1800s, Key West wasn't just a sleepy tourist stop. It was booming. Cigar factories lined the streets, and the Navy kept the island busy. By 1912, Henry Flagler's Florida East Coast Railway had extended all the way to Key West, an engineering miracle. Wealthy Northerners started building seaside mansions, calling it their private paradise.
I wish I had been around then for that. I wish I could have seen Key West at that time.
Me too.
There's still, and just people who might not be from here or ever have visited here, there's the remnants of the old railway on a bridge that parallels the overseas highway, which is like the giant highway that connects us to all the other keys to the mainland. And it's really cool to see and imagine what a feat that must have been.
Yes, and how special it must have been to come down here for a vacation or whatever. Side note, I do also think about what it must have been like with no air conditioning.
Oh my! Can you imagine?
I
didn't even think about that. Oh
yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah. Okay. Developer Carl Aubuchon had a different dream, a grand hotel where the everyday vacationer, not just the elite, could experience island luxury. He didn't just want a hotel. He wanted to build the hotel, the gateway to paradise for those who couldn't afford seaside mansions but still longed for the glamour of island life. Locals and tourists alike were mesmerized. The hotel was elegant, the rooftop offered unparalleled views of the ocean, and it quickly became the place to see and be seen. Presidents and playwrights checked in. Ernest Hemingway made the rooftop bar his personal perch. Another Ernest Hemingway hangout.
One
he
of
made
the
rounds. Yeah, he made the rounds. Tennessee Williams penned a streetcar named Desire within its walls.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. But beauty and inspiration don't mean safety, and paradise doesn't protect you from the dark.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. I mentioned that La Concha is the tallest building in Key West, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not long after the hotel opened, people unfortunately started using that huge drop to end their lives.
Oh.
The first known death happened in early 1930s. A man reportedly heartbroken and drunk leapt from the rooftop bar. Then another and another. 13 people over the span of 95 years are known to have ended their lives by jumping from La Concha's roof.
Oh, I got really nervous when you said, and then another, and then another. I was like, whoa, how quickly
many?
is this happening?
Yeah, I mean 95 years, but
Okay.
still 13, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
that is a lot.
The reasons vary: broken hearts, business failures, unexplained despair. But a pattern started to emerge. These weren't just isolated incidents. Guests began whispering that the rooftop had something, a presence, a pull.
Whispering.
Some believe that the spirits of the dead linger up there, encouraging others to join them. Some even say they've heard voices urging them to come closer to the edge.
Stop it. Have you been up there?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh.
The rooftop bar later became a spa, and the hotel was recently renovated. And now I think that it's an area for private events.
Oh, okay.
And although the cocktails are gone, the energy is still said to be strange. Guests have reported sudden headaches, dizziness, the overwhelming feeling that they're being pushed toward the edge.
Oh,
Isn't that crazy?
I have a chill.
Is it coincidence, or is it something darker perched atop La Concha's elegant roof? And then there's the wine thief,
Oh.
specifically Chardonnay. Yes, really. Chardonnay.
Wait, what kind of wine thief would you be?
I don't know if I'd be a wine thief. I think I'd be, I don't know what kind of thief I'd be. Not Chardonnay.
I'm so sorry. I'm
Okay.
I'm freaking out right now. I'm sorry. Derailing this story. The TV just turned on, and
Yes.
now it's back off.
Oh, Andy sent me a text a couple of days ago, late at night, and said that this happened.
Yeah, but when it happened the other day, it was with a full on like actual picture, and this was just like the screen went on, like
Yeah.
light, and then
It's getting crazy.
oh gosh.
Okay.
Okay. Let's all just breathe.
Okay.
Go back to La Concha. I'm sorry.
Okay. One guest just a few years ago ordered a glass while watching the sunrise from the rooftop lounge. She turned her back for a moment, and when she looked down, the glass was gone.
Wait, she was watching the sunrise?
Well, I guess it's the tallest building, so she could have been watching the sunrise. But why was she drinking
Well,
Chardonnay?
that was my question. I was like, wow, they have full-time staff there so early.
Okay. Let's go out on a limb and say she was watching the sunset with her Chardonnay. Maybe she likes Chardonnay with her breakfast. I don't know.
I mean, Breakfast with Champions. Here we go.
Okay, let's say she was watching the sunset. I don't know.
It could be either.
It could be
She was
either.
enjoying the sun.
Yes. So when she looked down, the glass was gone. Staff searched but found no trace. She swore she hadn't moved. She'd even taken a photo of the glass just minutes before.
Stop.
Turns out this wasn't the first time. Over the years, dozens of guests have reported glasses of Chardonnay going missing, some mid-sip. Others claim to feel the glass pulled from their hands by something cold.
Stop it.
Legend has it, one of the rooftop jumpers was drinking Chardonnay before their fatal fall, and that spirit is still searching for just one more glass before crossing over.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy, right?
So good.
The hauntings at La Concha aren't just limited to the roof. In the 1980s, a busboy, just 19 years old, was cleaning up after a raucous New Year's Eve party on the 5th floor. Pushing a cart of champagne flutes and confetti-strewn plates, he backed into what he thought was the elevator. But the doors had malfunctioned. The elevator was still on another floor, and he fell down the shaft. He died instantly.
Oh, poor
Isn't that
baby.
so sad?
Yeah.
Since then, guests and staff have reported that the elevator stops on the 5th floor without anyone calling it. Doors open to an empty hallway. Cold drafts shoot through the shaft. Some say they've seen a young man pushing a room service cart through the elevator, only to vanish as he walks through the closed doors.
Oh my gosh.
Others have heard his voice, soft, panicked, calling, "Help me."
Oh no.
I know.
That makes me want to cry.
That fifth floor, it's cursed, they say. A place of shadows and chills. Even the bravest of hotel staff will avoid being up there alone at night. And then there's the Hemingway suite. The famed author was a frequent guest at La Concha. He had his favorite room, what we now call the Hemingway suite, and he'd often retreat there after long days of writing, fishing, and, let's be honest, drinking. But these days, the suite has a life of its own. Guests have been awakened by furniture shifting. Lamps fall over on their own. The bathroom faucet turns on without warning. Objects fly across the room. One couple claimed their bed shook so violently in the middle of the night they ran out barefoot into the hall, only to find silence, stillness. Stop. Even when empty, the suite is known to flicker its lights, hum the sound of an old typewriter, or slam the balcony doors shut with no warning.
Oh my gosh. That's so much activity.
I know. I told you before that that La Concha has been recently renovated, and it is beautiful.
It's so pretty. It has kind of like almost like an Art Deco vibe, and it is absolutely beautiful.
I've never been to Cuba, but it makes me think of old Cuba. That's what it looks like. The colors are really beautiful. So in the bar lobby area, they specialize in mojitos, and there's a Cuban coffee shop downstairs as well. And it's just it's stunning. Before the renovation, the gift shop was on the first floor, and I'm not sure if that's still there or if it's been relocated to somewhere else in the hotel. I don't either, and I always look when I walk by, but I don't exactly know if there's still a gift shop there or not. But the old gift shop has been said to hum with its own energy.
Oh.
Items shift on shelves, doors creak open, employees have felt unseen hands brush against their skin.
Oh, wait, what's there now?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Like you don't know where the old one was? Okay.
No, I don't know. After the renovations, I don't know where the old one was and what's there now.
Okay.
That's something we should look into for sure.
Yeah.
Mirrors have cracked without being touched. Wind chimes have been known to ring without wind. And many ghost hunters have even reported catching EVPs right in the shop's aisles.
Wow.
So I have an actual crazy story from a friend who recently stayed there. This is maybe like 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh my gosh.
When Bill told him that we were doing this podcast, he said, "Oh, I just stayed at La Concha and I have this story." And so he told Bill the details, and I wanted to make sure and check with him to make sure that I got them right. I don't know. You know how it is. Sometimes with husbands or wives, you don't always get the details, right? So I reached out to him and said, "Hey, I heard you stayed at La Concha and that you had some experiences. Would you mind typing them out and sending them to me?" And he got back to me immediately and said, "Yeah, I'll send it to you."
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
Yes. Okay. So this is what he sent me. During my stay at La Concha in Key West, I found myself caught in something far more chilling than the room's broken thermostat. Can we pause for his amazing writing skills?
I was just going to say, I'm sorry. Excuse me, sir. What's his name?
Thank you. His name is Ken.
Hi, Ken.
So
wonderful writing.
Yes. No matter how many times I adjusted it, the temperature refused to budge from a relentless 60 degrees, as if the room had been locked in a permanent deep freeze. At first, I chalked it up to faulty equipment, but the longer I stayed, the more I began to feel a cold presence that didn't seem entirely mechanical. At night, the cold pressed against my skin like invisible fingers.
Oh my gosh, Ken.
Go, kid! And the corners of the room seemed darker than they should have been, as if shadows had weight. Around 3 a.m., I was jolted awake by a sharp metallic clatter. The bathroom door handle had fallen off, or so I thought. There had been no draft, no movement, nothing that could have caused it to drop. I stared at the door, half expecting it to creak open, but it didn't. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that something had tried to enter or leave.
Oh my gosh.
The next morning, I found the handle not simply on the floor, but flung into the adjacent wall across the small bathroom, having launched itself with enough force to leave 2 deep indentations in the drywall.
Stop it.
Yeah. That was when I called the front desk.
Oh my gosh. I have full body, like from the tip of my head. Like, oh my goodness.
I feel like I would have called when I heard the noise in the middle of the night. But
I would have
He
called
made it.
about the thermostat. I'd be like,
me
come
too.
on, man.
Yeah. Me too. But sometimes, when you're so cold, you can't even get out of bed or do anything about it. You're like, I'll just shiver and suffer. So the hotel clerk grew strangely quiet as I explained, then calmly told me a new upgraded room was being prepared for me. When I arrived to collect the key, the clerk asked that I keep what happened to myself, citing concern for the comfort of their other guests.
Oops.
Eek. Sorry. Especially in light of the hotel's disturbing past. I hadn't known before, but apparently multiple suicides had taken place there over the years. The request to keep it hush-hush, paired with that icy room and the impossible flight of the door handle, left me wondering what else La Concha prefers to keep behind its closed doors.
Whoa.
Yikes. I asked the bartenders about their encounters, and it seemed everyone had their own experiences there.
Oh my gosh.
Can you believe this?
Oh my gosh. I am so excited. Do you know what room number he was in?
I don't know what room number he was in, but guess what floor he was on? The fifth floor. Yes. So I wrote back in it and asked him that, and he said he was on the fifth floor.
Oh my gosh. We have to find out what room. So Felice and I have a secret plan.
Yes.
We're going to go stay there.
Yes. We'll let you know how it goes.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be so scary. I can't even wait.
What is it about this hotel that makes it have so much activity? La Concha has survived hurricanes, railroad collapses, and economic ruin. It's been witness to the joy of tourists, the despair of suicides, and the quiet hauntings of forgotten souls. And through it all, it stands tall, watching, remembering, and perhaps feeding off the very history that made it. Whether it's the elevator ghost still looking for help, the spirit sipping your wine, or the disembodied voices calling from the rooftop, one thing is clear. At La Concha, the past is never truly gone. It lingers in every hallway, floats between the floors, and whispers in the island breeze. So the next time you visit Key West, stop by La Concha, ride the elevator if you dare, have a glass of Chardonnay if you're brave, but don't be surprised if the wine disappears, the elevator stops without warning, or if a ghostly voice calls to you from behind a closed door.
Oh my gosh. That was just so much and stuff that I hadn't heard before. We have a friend who worked there a long time ago.
Yes.
She was telling me about the elevator, like her getting stuck in the elevator. And I was just like, oh, okay. I didn't realize this whole backstory.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my goodness.
It's a crazy story.
That's so crazy. So, as you know, I haven't been getting out much lately. My husband's been away for, oh gosh, it feels like months. But I think it's been 10 or 11 days now, and he'll be back in just a couple more days. So I've been single momming, and I have so much respect for single parents.
Absolutely.
Also parents who maybe have like active duty military spouses who go away for a long time. My daughter doesn't remember Ryan ever going away before. And so, even though he has, and so this has been a really tough time for her. Like lots of, when's daddy coming back? I love him so much. He's my favorite. And I'm like, ow, my heart.
Aww, yeah.
But things like that. And I just really feel for those people who are enduring that kind of thing day in and day out for extended periods of time or without a break. I mean, just to have a break to like take a breath or take a shower without interruption or, whatever it is. It's been a lot. But anyway, so I haven't gotten the chance to go out and about talking to people for a story for our Somebody Told Me. However, we did get our first email.
Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, we did.
Fireworks. And this email is actually an international email from the UK.
Yes. Awesome.
It is from our friend and listener, Nicola.
Hey, Nicola.
Hi. Okay, so I am going to read the email that she sent. And then she also did send a follow-up. Okay, ready? Hi, I listened to your Oh, and I won't attempt the accent because she has a beautiful
She does.
accent. But no, I'll just read it in my silly American voice.
Yes, yes.
Hi, I listened to your podcast yesterday and I thought it was great. I loved hearing your voices too. So many wonderful memories of Key West. I took Robert the Doll's photo without asking permission. And the following morning, my car would not start.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was convinced that it wasn't a coincidence. She continues, you may be interested to know that I have seen ghosts many times in my life. And I'm like, what the heck? Why didn't I know this about you?
Right? I know.
I grew up in a haunted house which was built on a formal wheat field. The ghost of a little girl used to walk up our stairs wearing a long white gown and carrying a candle. I'm going to pause there for a second. Why are they always wearing white gowns?
I don't know. It's old school.
But like,
I mean, England is old. Right? I'm imagining Wuthering Heights,
okay.
That's probably what they wore back then.
Okay. Fine. You never hear of anybody wearing like a crimson gown.
Oh, true.
Okay.
Okay.
The ghost of a little girl used to walk up our stairs wearing a long white gown and carrying a candle. Our serving hatch doors from kitchen into lounge used to bang back and forth with no wind.
Ooh.
Can you imagine?
No.
We accepted it as a mischievous child spirit. There was one occasion where the hatch doors started swinging violently back and forth, and my mom yelled at the spirit to stop.
She's like, we're not doing this today.
She's like, we got enough going on here with these kids. We don't need any more banging around.
Right.
That would be me today. I'm
Yeah.
like, everybody stop.
Yes. No ghosts allowed.
My parents both saw my dad's dead sister at a bus stop after she passed away.
Gosh.
Wow. I myself see orbs most nights, and bedrooms are frequently full of pinpricks of light moving around the ceiling. I'm not at all perturbed.
Oh, cute. I love that.
On holiday in France, the wooden cabin we stayed in was built on former wheatlands. At night, I saw the ghosts of adults and children toiling in the field with scythes and basic tools, wearing long peasant clothing.
Oh, wow.
They're just shadows of the past. I'm never afraid or disturbed by it.
All right.
Nicola.
Yeah. Go, Nicola.
You've got like
You're
a
so
real
brave.
handle on this. I'd be like, oh my gosh. I love this stuff, but I'd still be like freaking out.
Yeah.
So then she sent us a follow-up email. I forgot to mention a couple of other things. In true horror movie style, we also had a rocking chair, which occasionally used to rock by itself.
Oh my gosh. Classic.
There was also one occasion where my mom swore that she'd left the vacuum cleaner downstairs and it appeared upstairs. Not that any of us saw it levitate and pass through the ceiling. Kind regards,
so funny.
Nicola.
Very thorough. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was so awesome. Thank you for that
Yes.
email. What vivid experiences. And
Yes.
also thank you for giving such vivid imagery, like in my mind. I got such a good picture of what was happening.
Absolutely. I think a lot of time these stories are one little thing or, also a feeling, but these were really, you could really picture what she saw. That's so cool.
And remember that if you want to send in something, sometimes it's easier to type it out than to
Absolutely
say it out loud.
Yeah.
And then you remember more details. And you're like, oh, yeah, and this and this.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for listening to this wild and crazy episode of the You Two Scared Me podcast. If you liked this episode, please leave us a review and don't forget to download and follow so you never miss a story.
Listeners, you can support us by telling your friends, your dog sitter, your spin instructor, and even the kid in the drive-thru line at McDonald's about our podcast. You can also rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, or wherever you get your podcasts. It's most helpful to us when our listeners download the episodes. This is something we didn't know when we started. Download those episodes. It matters.
Yes. And don't forget to check out our social media. You can find us on Instagram at you2scareme_podcast or on our Facebook page, You2Scare Me. And please send us your own spooky, weird, scary, or ghosty stories for our Somebody Told Me segment.
Somebody told me.
At you2scaremepodcast@gmail.com. That's YOUTWO scaremepodcast@gmail.com.
Thanks for wandering through the shadows with us.
Until next time, stay curious and beware what lurks beyond the light.